Good afternoon. Myself, Abuzam Anuradha Devi, an assistant professor as well as the organizing secretary of the brainstorming seminar on futuristic economy, promoting sustainable development and welfare. The program is going to held for 2 days, starting from today, that is 11 March to 12 March 2025. The program is being organized by Central Agriculture University, Imphal, with the technical support from Indian Society of Agriculture Economics, Mumbai. तो आज का प्रोग्राम जो है उसका मेन मोटिव behind the program जो है कि ये disciplinary approach है. Disciplinary approach means it is combined of many discipline, many subjects together so that we can inculcate and acknowledge the importance of the economic aspect of many discipline in the future in the holistic approach. इसमें जो जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स है, एग्रीकल्चर हो, हॉर्टिकल्चर हो या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का हो, स्पेशली द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ सिक्किम, एंड देन ऑर्गेनिक मिशंस की जो फार्मर्स है या उसका इनपुट सप्लायर है, जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर जो डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली इस कंसेप्ट को रिलेटेड होते हैं, उनको फ्यूचर का प्रोस्पेक्ट एंड फ्यूचर का जो प्लानिंग है अच्छी तरह से कर सके ताकि ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट टू बिकम द सेल्फ सस्टेनेबिलिटी could be achieved. At the same time, the program is meant for the domain in which we can approach holistically, where many people can enjoy, many people can benefit from this program. So मेरा मेन मोटिव और our मेन मोटिव ऑफ द प्रोग्राम ये है कि हम लोग एक पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन फ्रेम कर सके ताकि द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एज अ होल एंड द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ द स्टेट Sikkim, which we consider here, could take the advantage and can frame the policy which we can streamline and which we can highlight what action we can take up so that our economics in the future could be more prospective, more advantage, and we can enjoy the benefit of the progress technology like this one, drone, artificial intelligence, IoT. At the same time, market could be एक open market कर सके ताकि every individual who are into that market could be benefit. So what we want to frame here is that this is the overall framework in which every stakeholder is going to take the advantage. At the same time, the approach is very holistic. And the program has 7 important themes in it. And I would like to highlight the themes which are going to cover along with the 26 sub-themes in each of the themes in totality. So the first theme is on the sustainability of farming, a natural resource perspective. In this theme, we are going to talk about how we can bring the sustainability for the future and how we have to see our future in terms of the economic sense. We need to quantify every resources we are going to enjoy. We need to value all the resources we are going to have in future aspect. The second theme for today's seminar is on technological innovations in agriculture and allied sector, the future landscape. The second theme is going to talk, or the second theme जो हम लोग डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं आज के सेमिनार में, वो ज़्यादातर हम लोग का जो टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांसमेंट हो रहा है, जस्ट सच एज AI का इम्पैक्ट, IoT, robotic, big data on precision farming. At the same time, we have to acknowledge the advances in agriculture biotechnology और जितने भी हम लोग के पास जो टेक्नोलॉजी जैसे कि हम लोग का ब्लॉकचेन मैनेजमेंट, जैसे क्लीन इन वैल्यू चेन एज वेल एज द मार्केटिंग में उनका कैसे उपयोग करें, उसको कैसे इस्तेमाल करें, उनका फ्यूचर में किस तरह से हमको उसको प्रेजेंट करें, ये सब हम सेकेंड थीम में हम डिस्कस करेंगे आज. और थर्ड थीम में हम लोग का जो थीम है वो है फ्यूचरिस्टिक मार्केटिंग एंड फाइनेंस स्ट्रेटजी फॉर एनहांस एग्री बिजनेस मॉडल्स. जो थीम है दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज वट एवर वी प्रोड्यूस फार्मर्स लेवल में हो या प्रोसेसिंग लेवल में हो या मैन्युफैक्चर लेवल में हो, एट द एंड वी हैव टू ले डाउन इन द मार्केट. सो मार्केट जो है फ्यूचर में किस तरह का मार्केट होना चाहिए ताकि every individual, every stakeholder, every producer can get an access easily. At the same time, they should get their remuneration for whatever they put their impact on it. उसमें हम लोग देखेंगे कि ये थर्ड थीम जो है उसके अंदर हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे ई कॉमर्स का प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट बेसिकली. उनके बाद वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द कार्बन क्रेडिट मॉडल, उसका इनोवेशन, how we can finance, and there are more options on it. At the same time, we have to look into the global threat in a very dynamic way. At the same time, how we can implicate all those new technology in the global threat system. Lastly, we have to talk about the data strategies for agriculture commodity price forecasting, so that in advance the farmers, the producer could understand how much price they're going to receive in future. So in this we are going to talk on the price forecasting. Then coming to the next theme, there is the theme number 4, which is on the economic impact of absenteeism due to health related issues, which is very important thing because in the present day, because of the unhealthy food, our efficiency in work become less and less efficient. As such, there's many more absence in the office where we cannot able to perform on time whatever the time frame is given to complete our tasks. So in this we have to see how we can quantify all those losses in terms of nutrition, in terms of food system, so that such kind of the inefficiency can be reduced in the future. So in this team, we are going to talk on the health expenditure, then social determinants of health and economic growth, and how we can link between nutrition, health, absenteeism, and economic productivity. And furthermore, in this team, we are going to see the strategy how we can reduce the economic losses through improved nutrition. And at the same time, we have to see how economic driver means the factors which can affect economically in order to enhance the this one nutrition and avoid the malnutrition and inequality because of this food system. Lastly, we have to see the strategy of nutrition economics. उसके बाद हम जाएंगे थीम नंबर 5 में. The theme number 5 में basically we are going to talk on transforming food system for global nutritional security. ये वाला थीम के अंदर हम जो डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं कि how we can develop a system in which we can transform the food system we are having right now into more secure form, means how we can make ourselves secure in terms of food and nutrition. So in this we are going to talk on the sub theme which is going to inculcate the importance of the theme which we have framed, that is on the viability of organic agriculture and climate smart food system, nutritional enhancement and food fortification initiative. Lastly, sustainable food policies and subsidies to drive food system transformation. Then coming to the theme number 6. Theme number 6 is a very hot topic that people are all around talking about, that is on the climate change. So in the theme number 6, we are going to acknowledge all those issues which have been facing nowadays by most of us. That is on the climate resilient agriculture, aquaculture, livestock system, innovation, adaptation strategies, and economic pathway. So the theme number 6 talks about the whole story of the climate journey, how the climate changes has happening, and what strategy we can develop to take as a resilient strategies in order to combat all those things. So इस थीम के अंदर हम लोग जो देखने जा रहे हैं कि what type of the economic pathway we should follow so that we can acknowledge and bring the strategy how we can face all those climate change, because climate change is a natural activity where we cannot have any control over it. But what we have to do is that in what way we can frame a strategy where we can acknowledge or we can face all those climate changes. इसकी थीम के अंदर we have framed सब 3 themes. तो सब 3 themes में first सब themes में बोल रहे कि economic assessment of the climate resilience agriculture practices, and then climate modeling for effective mitigation and adaptation strategies. And lastly, the sub-theme which are going to cover this theme number 6 is on the policy incentive for climate smart solution and green financing agriculture. Because green agriculture, of course, is very important. We have to practice an agriculture activity in which we have to reduce the pollution in the environment, and we have to frame such kind of the farming practices where we should encourage the environmental ecosystems. So that's what we are going to discuss in the theme number 6. And coming to the last theme, which is very much diverted from the thing which we have come across, but it's very much important in this futuristic economics, that is on the this one, farming or framing for health, wealth, and happiness. We have to frame a structure in which we have to come together all these 3 components, that is health, wealth, and happiness. Because you know that happiness is something which coming into ourselves, that is the which we call it as the internal or instinct we have, and happiness comes only when we see that the environment is very conducive to our living. So in this we have to see that in this very fast moving scenario the economy we are facing today, because we are running after one another to find our profitability, to get more income, to have a lavish life. But in that process, how much happy we are, because happiness at the end means comes to the conclusion where we feel that that is the contentment we have in our life. So in order to see that one, happiness is a very important parameter which we have to see along with the wealth and the health. So in this, ये जो थीम जो मैं बोल रही हूँ, जो 7 वाला थीम, मैं इसको ज्यादा फोकस क्यों कर रही हूँ, क्योंकि जितने भी हम लोग का जीडीपी, इंडियन इकोनॉमी या अदर कंट्री के इकोनॉमी सब ग्रोथ होता है, हमेशा हम लोग जीडीपी में काउंट करते हैं. जीडीपी मतलब ग्रोस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट. की कंट्री में एग्रीकल्चर या अदर एग्रीकल्चर एलाइड एक्टिविटीज या मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री या सर्विस सेक्टर में कितना ईयर में प्रोडक्शन होता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी. बिकॉज उसमें क्या होता है कि जब एवरीथिंग इज काउंटेड इन मनी बट वी फॉरगेट अबाउट द वैल्यू विच वी कॉल इट एज द क्वालिटेटिव वैल्यू ऑफ लाइफ, वो इग्नोर हो जाता है. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे क्या होता है, दैट इज केओस इन द सोसाइटी, राइट. सो वो सबको फ्यूचर में वो सब होना नहीं है, बिकॉज अब हमारा जनरेशन दे आर द पिलर. उनका लाइफ को हमको स्टेट में नहीं रखना है, उनका लाइफ को हमको प्रेशराइज नहीं करना है, और उनका लाइफ में हेल्दी वेल्दी एंड हैप्पीनेस होना चाहिए. इस सिचुएशन में वी हैव टू सी दैट हाउ वी कैन मेजर और कैलकुलेट द ग्रोथ ऑफ एनी स्टेट और एनी कंट्री. इसमें हैप्पीनेस शुड बी वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट पैरामीटर. जैसे एग्जांपल भूटान का है, अभी फिनलैंड जो है, they are covering their economic growth only through their happiness. So we want our country to see more happiest country in the world in future. But we have to understand that जो happiness हम जो gain करेंगे, how much we can quantify it into in terms of economic, which we call it as the economic valuation. तो उसके बाद then we have to see the sub-theme, the last sub-theme is very important. Then we have to change our lens observing the society, पोर और रिच. जिसको पोर बोलते हैं, जिसको हम लोग रिच बोलते हैं, उसका जो नजरिया है, उसका लेंस जो है, उसको चेंज करने. इसके लिए हम we need to define the richness and the poverty in different parameter in different scenario. So that's all we are going to cover under the 7th sub-theme, which is going to discuss in the 2 days brainstorming seminar. और ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेमिनार में मैं आपको एक बात कहना चाहती हूँ कि हम लोग का 2 दिन का जो सेमिनार है, इसका 2 दिन का अलग अलग मोटिव है. फर्स्ट डे में हम लोग का टेक्निकल सेशन होगा, इसमें जितने भी टॉपिक्स का उसका प्रेजेंटेशन होगा. प्रेजेंटेशन में जितना उसका जो केस स्टडी है, उन्होंने स्टडी किया है, वो सबके सामने डिस्प्ले होगा, प्रेजेंट करेंगे. उसके बाद वी आर गोइंग टू कलेक्ट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम ईच ऑफ द स्पीकर सो दैट वी कैन हैव इनफ टाइम फॉर डिस्कशन. इसलिए सेकेंड डे में हर थीम में हर स्पीकर के से हम लोग क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर करेंगे, जितने भी क्वेरीज होगा, ताकि वो पॉलिसी में आ जाए. उस क्वेश्चंस को हम फ्रेम करेंगे, उसको हम पूछेंगे, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ऑन दैट. सो दैट इज द ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द सेमिनार. And then furthermore, I would like to highlight is that the overall success of the seminar, brainstorming seminar, it's all because of the Central Agriculture University. They have given this opportunity to organize. At the same time, the financial support has been given from various esteemed institutions like Ashir Atari Guwahati, then NABARD, and at the same time, State Bank of India also providing us a financial support, and Netfee Guwahati, they are also providing a financial support, and lastly, CSR fund has been provided to us by the Alembic Pharma Company from Sikkim. कि ये थीम जो है वो मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी है ना. कि ऐसे एग्जांपल देखिए कि हम एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमिक्स का है. इफ आई टॉक ओनली ऑन एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमिक्स में जाएगा, पर एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमिक्स जो भी सब्जेक्ट है, दे आर इंटर रिलेटेड. एग्रीकल्चर में देखिए, एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन बोलते हैं, इट्स कम फ्रॉम सॉइल साइंस. हमको सॉइल को भी हेल्दी बनाना है, प्लांट को हेल्दी बनाना है, इसके लिए हमको अलग सा उसका डिजीज एंड पेस्ट मैनेजमेंट के बारे में जानना है. अलग अलग क्रॉप कौन कौन सी समय में किस सीजन में लगाना है, एग्रोनॉमी का मदद चाहिए. और उसको कैसे हमको उसको हर प्रोडक्ट का हमको कैसे वैल्यू देना है, इकोनॉमिक्स का चाहिए. और उसको कैसे बिजनेस में लेके आना है, एग्री बिजनेस मॉडल चाहिए. उसको फार्मर को नया नया टेक्निक जो आ रहा है उसके बारे में, ताकि वो प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज कर सके. इसको किस कौन का चाहिए, एग्रीकल्चर एक्सटेंशन. दैट मीन्स in totality, when we have to approach for holistic approach for overall growth of the country, one discipline is not enough to work. हमको मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी मल्टी अप्रोच एक ही साथ जाना चाहिए. तो हमारा मेन मोटिव क्या है कि हम लोग एक ही साथ अलग अलग डिसिप्लिन एक साथ होके जाएंगे, ताकि इन टोटलिटी वी कैन ब्रिंग एन इम्पैक्टफुल strategies for the stakeholders. At the conclusion note, I would like to express my gratitude and heartfelt thanks to the media person, Sikkim Chronicle, giving us a time and providing a platform where we can express ourselves and deliver an importance about the today's seminar, that is brainstorming seminar for 2 days, so that I can promote and I can aware the larger scale through the seminar. For this, again, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the Sikkim Chronicle, one of the finest uh, media in Sikkim.